Introduction clip shows me flying a number of different gliders, a number of different sites, often in the case of students coming over from Ireland, which is bottom right hand clip, the first time I've flown that glider. As you can see, using physics, precision paragliding, no problem at all. Swoop it, low, scream past concrete pillars, inches away, not a problem. Doesn't even matter if the air varies a lot, you just fly it. Fairly simple physics. Don't fight the wing. Certainly don't fly based on what everybody else teaches, unless you actually want to have an accident.
Okay,
Right, taking off in the evening, feet come up, nice and smooth, no surge and dive, no run, and just flying along between the rough wall, wooden fence posts, and in a second the steel girder. Work a wee bit extra lift, come up, spot land onto the fence, gentle toe touch and launch off again. Minimal use of brakes, most of the turning done with harness control. You're setting up a lean, checking the turn very early, and then when you're ready it's usually not a case of adding brake, but if you've got a tiny touch of brake on, it's more a case of easing off the brake on the outside of the turn, possibly a slight touch of brake off and on the inside of the turn, going just carved around. It comes up to hopping up on the wall, as the comment says. No effort needed. The wing is actually already not just above but in front of the pilot's mass, sitting perfectly in the airflow, ready for the launch when you wish. No effort, no push, no running, no surge and dive, and no 40% roughly of all accidents in paragliding being on launch because of the incompetence of the instruction. You just need to look at the tandem. Oh, he was one of the best instructors. Well, sorry, both him and his passenger injured or dead. Far too many accidents due to the incompetence. There is no other word for it. Incompetence of the instruction. Now, this sort of thing can only continue, certainly in the UK, can only continue as long as pilots are willing to fund the sporting bodies, a limited company in the biggest sporting body in the UK, limited company that has a financial interest in maintaining protection of the standards that they have. The worst case I've heard of was a BHBA club pilot rated down in Wales. So he'd done his elementary, done his club pilot, done a couple of flights since he'd finished training, and we had a total of 20 minutes air time.
Check the airspace.
I've got to say, more normally for the folks that I've been having coming to me for the last 12 years, we're looking at pilots, and use the term loosely, pilots that are club pilot rated, and it's not a licence, it's just a rating from a sporting body. And in 1 to 2 years training, which is about average they seem to be getting, they have between 40 minutes and a couple of hours airtime. And we're under the impression that this was done to a professional standard. You don't need to spend too much time looking at the accident rates and the accident reports to see a consistency. We've got a sport that's been around for 20 odd years. We've seen equipment that's vastly improved in passive safety, despite the fact it's not to my taste. That's neither here nor there, but the basic passive safety of the gliders has improved vastly, and yet there's almost no match in a reduction in accident rates. So you see exactly the same errors from the same incompetence causing exactly the same accidents, injuries and deaths. And as long as people are prepared to fund them, they'll keep doing that. Totally avoidable. UK pilots have to consider, are you going to support a sporting body? No legal authority, no actual standards that are really measurable beyond looking at accident rates. It's up to you. If you want normal standards to continue, keep funding those that are responsible for them. If you want to see accident rates cut, take action, whether you remain in the sporting body and just vote, force change, or whether you take the easier option of voting, which is the only one that seems to have any actual effect on them. Stop funding them.
Launching. Near stall.
Great day's flying
And recover.
comes to an end. Time to go back to work.